Hey YouTube. I want to talk about morning anxiety and how to deal with it, as well as pertaining to how to get to the gym. I had a subscriber, I believe it was a subscriber, ask me a question about morning anxiety like 8 months ago, and I said I'd make a video and I didn't because I'm just a horrible person. But now I'm trying to address it now for those of you that do suffer. I myself, I've never hidden the fact that I suffer from depression and anxiety, for which I'm on medication. Um, and I can remember when I was at my absolute worst for anxiety, I couldn't even get out of bed. Like, I would wait until the last second. Like, I had stuff to do. I could not go to school, right? And I couldn't not go to work. But I wait till the last second before I crawled out of bed. And I would just, you'd put on that fake smile or whatever you had to do to get through the day. And anyways, I digress. So let's talk about how to deal with morning anxiety. First and foremost is how you're going to wake up. So if you have one of these really obnoxious, loud, like nuclear sirens to wake you up, that's probably your first problem. You want to wake up to something soft and soothing, a favorite song, something that's not going to be abrupt. Because if you get woken up abruptly, regardless of whether it's a noise or somebody shaking you, your blood pressure skyrockets, your heart rate skyrockets, and your anxiety goes up, which is totally counterproductive to what we're trying to get at. So, something soft and soothing, or, like I said, a favorite song that'll just get you going, right? And won't shock your system when you wake up. That almost sounds like a no-brainer, but a lot of people do make that mistake. Second thing we can try and do is noise cancellation. So I have a white noise generator on my phone that I used to use for just blocking everything out, and I would sleep with it right beside my head. And it would drown out the sound of traffic, the train yard, absolutely everything. Now, I haven't used it in a long time because I don't have morning anxiety anymore because I have it under control. But when I did have morning anxiety, I found that having that white noise and then a nice soft sound to wake up to helped me deal with my morning anxiety. Third thing you can try doing is, and this is almost a must, is have your medication beside the bedside. Like, have your antidepressants, your anti-anxiety meds by the bedside, so when you wake up, even if you can't get out of bed, you can still take your medication, and they might start to work slowly. Or if you have something like Ativan sublingual, like for under your tongue, for when you have like breakthrough anxiety attacks or panic attacks, have that there too. And if you deem it worthy, take it, right? And that'll help you deal right away first thing in the morning. So you've woken up to a nice soft noise, maybe you had a noise generator, and you've taken your meds, and you're still not able to get out of bed. Next thing you can try doing is try playing something motivational on your phone. There's so many YouTube clips online that you can watch or you can listen to that are motivational speeches, or things that you can listen to that are positive affirmations. You listen to one of those, all right? And if you have one that you find works, listen to it every morning, over and over and over. I have one that I listen to all the time. It's Powerlifting Motivation, The Fire. If you look it up on YouTube, love the video. Just drives me hard when I'm feeling like about working out. So now we've gotten out of bed, hopefully. But one thing you need to understand with morning anxiety is there are going to be days you're just not going to get out of bed. Nothing you're going to do is going to work, and try not to make that the rule. Day one it didn't work, but day two you got out of bed, but day three you're not getting out of bed again. It sucks, but you just got to keep hacking at it over and over and over. Been there, done that. It is awful. But just remember that it will get better, and be positive when those days do happen when you do get out of bed. So now we're out of bed and it's time to go to the gym. And you're anxious about going to the gym, or you're not feeling it. Once again, that's where those positive affirmations or something that's going to drive you or get your adrenaline going helps. Caffeine probably isn't the best idea because caffeine can increase agitation and anxiety. So like pumping yourself full of pre-workouts when you just barely got out of bed might not be the best idea. It might help. That's up to you to decide. You're an adult. In theory, you're watching this. You might be 7 years old. What do I know? But make that decision for yourself. But my recommendation to get yourself to the gym is motivational videos, speeches, whatever you can do, or songs that keep you going and get you going. Get you going and keep you going. You know what I mean. Anyways, that's my best advice. And if you're at the gym and you start to feel anxious or anything like that, you know, two things you can do is fall back on that YouTube, like fall back on motivational stuff and just have it going in your head. Like live in your head. Block out all the sounds around you. Have headphones on and invest in a good pair of headphones that just block the world out. So it's just you and the weights. And you know, who gives a shit what's going on around you? Just you and the weights, right? And the second thing, and I hate to say it, but if nothing's working and you're at the gym and you feel like you're absolutely going to tear yourself apart with panic, go home. You're not doing yourself any good. All you're doing is just the next part of your day is just going to be so much worse than now. Do everything you can before you pull pin and pop smoke, but you know, sometimes you just have to understand that you just can't win. You can't win against your disease, but you can do the best you can. So that's it, guys. Don't have blaring loud music to wake up to or crazy sirens. Something soft and soothing that will actually wake you out of your sleep, though, obviously. Maybe noise cancellation. I found it worked for me really, really well. Have your meds at the bedside so that you can take them no matter what happens. You don't have to wait until that last second to crawl out of bed because you might forget. But if you're at the bedside with a glass of water, you're good. Fourth thing you can do, motivational or affirmations that you can get on YouTube or even download them on your phone. And when you're at the gym, if you need something to keep you going and you're getting anxious, fall back on that stuff. And if nothing works, go home. That's it, boys and girls. That's all I got to say on this subject. If you have any questions, post them down below. I'm more than happy to answer them. And as always, eat like a bodybuilder and train like a powerlifter.